My beloved child, what I'm about to reveal is not a small warning. It is not a coincidence that these words have found their way to your screen at this very moment. Someone's hand moved in the shadows, signing where they had no right, and twisting your very identity into a trap you did not see coming. The papers you thought were safe, the documents you believed untouchable, have been tampered with in silence. Your name, your right, your future, altered by someone who carries jealousy deep in their chest. They whispered behind closed doors, while you were left believing everything was secure. Listen carefully, because this is not about fear, but about truth that can no longer remain hidden. A single stroke of ink has the power to steal more than property. It can erase years of your life if you ignore it. That's why you must not look away now. The person behind this betrayal is closer than you imagine. They know your weakness, they know your trust, and they used it against you. Every delay you make gives them more control, and every second you hesitate, the chains tighten. They watched you, my child, smiling in front of you while plotting behind your back. They pretended to care, but their true intention was always to profit from your silence. You must open your eyes before their falsehood becomes law. The energy surrounding this scheme is heavy, but it is not stronger than the truth that fights to surface. The moment you accept this warning, the moment you act with courage, everything begins to shift back in your favor. But if you let this slip away, the consequences will not be just about documents. It will pierce deeper, into your name, your legacy, and even the way others see you. That is why this message had to reach you tonight. Even heaven trembles when such injustice is allowed to thrive. The angels watch you now, hoping you will not miss this sign. For every word written here is meant to protect, not to scare. Your destiny is written in light, not in forged ink. But the enemy tried to take a shortcut, to rewrite what was never theirs to control. They hoped you would never notice, that you would keep living blind to what was already stolen. This is your moment to prove them wrong. This is your moment to reclaim what has your name, your spirit, and your future tied to it. The path is narrow, but the power is still in your hands. Do not dismiss this as another story. This is not entertainment, it is a direct strike of revelation. The truth was delayed, but it cannot be denied any longer. Remember, delay is the enemy's weapon. They want you to wait, to think, maybe later, while they tighten their hold. But the time is not tomorrow. It is not next week. It is now. They forged alliances in silence. They placed signatures where only your truth belonged. They hid copies, buried files, and smiled in your face as though nothing was happening. But heaven does not sleep. The light has caught their hand, and the exposure has begun. This is why the truth arrived to you tonight, it cannot wait another breath. My beloved child, you are stronger than this attack. You are greater than their schemes. The darkness they planted will not last when you stand in the power of truth. Hold this warning close. Do not ignore it. Do not scroll away and pretend it wasn't meant for you. My beloved child. Do not take these words lightly. The moment you began reading, the enemy who moved against you trembled, because exposure is their greatest fear. They wanted silence, but heaven demanded truth, and now it pours out like fire on dry wood. The signature they used was not theirs. The authority they claimed was not given to them. Yet they dared to press their hand into your destiny, hoping you would never see the trap until it was too late. This is why your spirit feels restless, why your nights have been uneasy. Somewhere deep inside, your soul already knew someone was meddling in what belongs to you. That unrest was the whisper of heaven telling you to be alert. But the one who betrayed you thought you would stay blind. They counted on your trust, your kindness, your delays. They mistook your goodness for weakness, and that was their mistake. The ink may be dry on the paper, but it will not erase the truth of who you are. Your name was not given by them, it was carved into eternity before you were born. No stolen document can replace what heaven already sealed. They thought changing the papers would change your path. They thought rewriting your name would rewrite your destiny. But what they forgot is this: divine justice is already moving against them. That's why this warning arrived. That's why you cannot skip this, because skipping it means giving power back to the thief. The thief thrives in shadows, but the moment you shine light, their power breaks apart. Do not let them win, my child. Their falsehood is fragile. It may look official, but it is already cracking under the weight of truth. They may have friends helping them. They may have lawyers whispering lies, promising that everything will work in their favor. But those allies are weak when heaven itself rises to fight for you. The betrayal came not from strangers, but from someone whose face you know. Someone who smiled at you, who laughed with you, and who shook your hand while plotting to strip away your very identity. This is not a mistake, it is intentional. They waited for the right moment, the right gap in your attention, to make their move. But they didn't realize the truth would travel faster than their lies. And here it is, in front of you, undeniable. This is your wake-up call before the damage becomes permanent. My beloved child, you must guard your spirit now more than ever. The person who tampered with your documents didn't just want your name, they wanted the life tied to that name. They wanted your inheritance, your property, your recognition, everything connected to you. They thought they could take your crown without you noticing. But what they don't know is that every act of injustice plants a seed of destruction in their own future. Their hands are already stained, and those stains will expose them. You are not powerless. You are not defenseless. You are being armed with revelation, and that is more powerful than anything written on paper. The enemy hoped you would miss this message. They hoped you would dismiss it as coincidence. But nothing about this is coincidence, it is divine timing. My beloved child. The storm around you has already begun, even if your eyes can't see it yet. The whispers in secret rooms have grown louder, and the papers that carry your name now carry someone else's shadow. What you thought was safe has been stolen piece by piece, and the enemy smiles as though victory is theirs. But what they don't understand is this. Truth travels faster than lies. Lies may reach the courtroom, they may touch the signatures, but they will never outrun the power of revelation. And this message appearing before you is proof that heaven will not let this treachery go unnoticed. The documents were meant to silence you, to erase your claim, to make you question your very existence. Yet every scheme that was planted in darkness is being dragged into light. What they signed against you will not stand when divine justice takes its place. The betrayal is sharp, cutting deeper than a knife. It was not a stranger who dared to alter your name, it was someone you once trusted. They believed you would never know, but now you do. My beloved child, I need you to hold firm, because your identity is more than ink. No court, no file, no forged paper can ever rewrite what heaven sealed over you. Your destiny is older than their fraud, and your legacy stronger than their schemes. They think the fight is over. They think the documents give them victory. But the truth has a voice, and tonight it speaks for you louder than ever before. Do not fear their tricks. Do not tremble at their stolen power. What they forged will fold like weak paper in the fire of justice. This warning did not appear by chance. It appeared because you are meant to rise, not to fall. The one who plotted this betrayal is losing control already. They are panicking behind closed doors, afraid of being exposed, afraid that their lies will collapse in public view. Their mask is slipping, and their true face is already visible to heaven. They thought erasing your name from a page would erase your spirit. They thought shifting your rights into their pocket would silence your voice. But they were wrong. You are not meant to be erased, you are meant to be remembered. You are not meant to be silenced, you are meant to stand. You are not meant to be stolen from, you are meant to reclaim. Every moment you keep reading, the grip of their lies weakens. Every word you accept strengthens your shield. My beloved child, do not mistake this as an ordinary warning. It is urgent, it is final, it is the last chance before the trap closes fully. You cannot ignore this and pretend it wasn't written for you. This is your moment to break the cycle. This is your moment to protect your name, your blood, your inheritance. The angels are waiting to move, but they need you to awaken first. The papers can be destroyed. The signatures can be voided. But your will must not hesitate, because hesitation is the enemy's ally. Remember this, you were chosen for truth, not deception. You were chosen for light, not shadow. My beloved child, tonight the veil has been lifted. What was hidden in the dark corners of offices, file rooms, and signatures has now been dragged into the open. You were never meant to remain blind to this theft of your identity. The enemy used silence as their weapon. They crept into the spaces where trust lived and poisoned it with betrayal. The very ink they used to alter your name dripped with jealousy and greed. But listen carefully, your spirit is greater than their plot. Every scheme they set in motion will become the very rope that binds them. What they tried to erase will be multiplied, and what they tried to take will be returned with force. This is not just about paper. This is not just about names. This is about the truth of who you are, and heaven refuses to let that truth be stolen. My beloved child, the person who changed your name thought they could rewrite your future. They believed the world would accept their lie as truth. But the universe bends toward justice, and the falsehood they planted is already being uprooted. They sit tonight with fear in their chest, pretending they are in control, but deep inside they know something is unraveling. Their confidence is cracking. Their steps are shaking. Their time is short. This message has reached you because you are chosen to confront it. Not with fear, not with silence, but with courage. Your silence is their shield, but your awareness is their downfall. You must understand, the betrayal is bigger than money. It is bigger than property. It is an attack on your very existence. The angels are circling around you now, my child. They have seen every page, every forged signature, every false witness. Nothing is hidden from heaven's eyes. You were not abandoned. Even when you thought no one noticed, heaven noticed. Even when you thought the documents were sealed forever, heaven had already begun tearing them apart. This is why your nights have been restless. This is why your dreams have been heavy. Your soul was warning you of the storm long before your eyes could see it. And now, the storm is here, but you are not powerless in it. You are protected, and you are being given this truth at the perfect moment. My beloved child, do not underestimate the danger. The one who plotted this against you is clever, but they are not invincible. They have built their power on lies, and lies do not last. They believed they could take what belongs to you quietly. They believed you would never fight back. But they were wrong, because tonight you awaken. This is your hour to rise. This is your hour to see beyond the mask. This is your hour to reclaim everything stolen from you. Do not be afraid of the shadows. The shadows only exist because light is near. The person behind this crime knows their end is close. Their body trembles when your name is spoken. Their mind is restless because they know exposure is coming. They thought forging documents would bury the truth forever. But the truth is rising like fire, unstoppable, uncontainable, undeniable. Your destiny cannot be stolen. Your legacy cannot be rewritten. Your spirit cannot be silenced. My beloved child, you are more powerful than they want you to believe. They cannot change the core of who you are. My beloved child. This is no ordinary message, it is a final alarm ringing in your spirit. The hand that changed your name thought their ink could bury your truth forever. But every forged line is a chain already snapping under the weight of divine justice. They wanted you silent. They wanted you distracted. They wanted you so blind that by the time you discovered it, everything would already be lost. But heaven will not allow that. This message is proof that time is still on your side. That even though the documents have been marked against you, the truth is fighting for you. The light is stronger than their signature. You are not alone in this battle. Every unseen force of protection is rising on your behalf, preparing to strike against the hand that betrayed you. My beloved child. You must realize that this attack is not random. It was planned, calculated, designed to hurt you where it mattered most, your name. For your name is your foundation, your key, your path to inheritance and recognition. They thought erasing it on paper would erase it in life. But no piece of paper can undo what heaven has already written in eternity. Your true name shines brighter than any lie. The betrayer is trembling, though they smile before you. Their laughter is hollow, their words rehearsed, their masks slipping more with every hour. The closer this truth reaches you, the weaker they become. Do not fall into their trap of doubt. Stand strong, because their time is running out. The pages they altered are cursed against them. What they meant for your destruction will be their downfall. Every forged word is a mark that heaven sees, and heaven does not forget. You may feel heavy, but that heaviness is not defeat, it is the weight of revelation pressing upon you. You are carrying truth that cannot be ignored. The angels are guiding your steps now. They are whispering clarity, strength, and protection over your soul. The light is clearing your path so you will not stumble. And when the moment of exposure comes, it will be swift. The enemy will have no chance to hide, no chance to deny, no chance to escape. My beloved child, do not allow fear to chain your heart. Fear is their weapon, but courage is your shield. They depend on your silence, but your voice will be the hammer that shatters their fraud. The truth will not destroy you, it will save you. What will destroy you is ignoring this message, pretending it was not meant for you. That is the trap you must not fall into. Your enemies are watching closely, waiting for your delay. But heaven is urging you, commanding you, pushing you to act now, because delay is dangerous. This message is no accident. It is your moment of awakening. The one who betrayed you has already begun to lose control. Their circle of allies is shrinking. Their lies are beginning to contradict each other. Their web of deception is tearing apart. They know the walls are closing in. They know their false power cannot last. That is why they are desperate, that is why they are restless, that is why they fear you will discover the truth. But you have discovered it, my beloved child. You are reading it right now. And once truth is seen, it cannot be unseen. Their time of pretending is over. Their false crown is falling. My beloved child. Every second you keep reading, the lies written against you lose their grip. The one who thought they were clever enough to erase you on paper is already trapped by their own deceit. The clock is ticking louder for them than it is for you. They forged your name, but they cannot forge your spirit. They altered the documents, but they cannot alter your destiny. Their fraud is nothing but a shadow trembling under the weight of truth. You were chosen to receive this revelation because you cannot afford to stay blind. Too much is at stake, your rights, your legacy, your future generations. The betrayal is not small, it is vast, but you are stronger than what has been done against you. My beloved child. The one behind this has always been watching you, envying you. They smiled at you, spoke sweetly, pretended to stand beside you, while sharpening the knife of betrayal behind your back. They believed you would never see it coming. But the truth has a way of reaching its owner. No forged page, no hidden file, no locked cabinet can stop heaven from pulling the curtain back. And that curtain has now been pulled. Your name carries power, and they wanted that power for themselves. They wanted to walk in doors that were meant for you, to wear crowns that were never theirs, to hold blessings they could never carry. But everything stolen will return. Everything forged will fall. Everything hidden will be revealed. This is not the first time they tried to move against you. In the past, their envy showed in whispers and small betrayals, but this is their boldest attempt yet. They wanted to strike deep enough to wound you forever. Yet they underestimated the timing. They did not know that at this very moment heaven would deliver this message to your eyes. They did not know their plan would be interrupted by truth itself. Your enemies are nervous now. Their heartbeats race whenever they hear your name. They know their secret is slipping away. And the more you awaken, the faster their destruction approaches. My beloved child, you must not give them the victory of your silence. If you stay quiet, their fraud breathes longer. If you stand up, their fraud suffocates. The choice is before you now. Do not be deceived by their false calmness. Behind the smile, they are falling apart. Behind the mask, they are trembling. Behind their words, they are desperate. This is the exposure they feared, the very thing they hoped you would never see. And yet here you are, holding it in your hands, reading it with your own eyes. Their nightmare has already begun, because you are no longer blind. Every lie they wrote against you will burn. Every stolen signature will collapse. Every hidden ally will betray them, because no one can stand against the weight of truth for long. The angels are already erasing their false claims. The fire of justice is already consuming their forged words. The ground beneath their schemes is shaking. Your name will shine brighter than ever before. Your legacy will stand taller than their false tower. Your inheritance will return stronger than what was taken. And they will watch as the very trap they set for you becomes the pit they fall into. My beloved child, you were meant to read this now, not later. Later would have been too late. That is why heaven forced this truth onto your path tonight, because tomorrow may have been stolen. Do not scroll away. Do not dismiss it. Do not convince yourself it was not meant for you. It was written for your spirit, for your destiny, for your survival. The person who betrayed you has already lost, but you must not hand them victory by inaction. This is your moment. T.